Hi everybody, welcome to Wise Token channel. So we're going to do a live stream here on a big wrap up around a Wise Token crypto. We're going to explain it a bit. We're also going to do a price prediction and also look at Wise staking. So it's a huge opportunity, and so let's get into it. We're going to have a nice chat through and we'll see how long this runs for, but it's going to give you a pretty epic update for Wise Token. So Wise Token is obviously one of the premier crypto staking certificate of deposits, and there is really in the top three. And Wise Token has its own special position in amongst those. So Wise Token basically has been doing pretty amazing. It's got so many unique features, and we're going to look at that. So for those who join the live stream and for those watching this video after it's finished updating, hope you enjoy it. So let's get into it. We're going to look at, currently we're on wiseinfo.io, and so gives us a great update about what the key metrics are. So let's go through those. So we've got a total market cap at the moment of 172 million US dollars, and we have circulating supply of 331 million WISE tokens. We have a maximum supply of 528 million WISE tokens. The initial price when it launched was on the 31st of December 2020 was 16 cents. The current price is a very pleasing 52.2 cents, and the return on investment for those people that got in on day one is 225.9%. So that's a 3.26x. So pretty amazing. That's versus the US dollar. Correspondingly, the amount versus ETH is 1.7x, so pretty outstanding too. Let's have a look at some of the special Uniswap stats. So liquidity is 205 million US dollars, can you believe it? That ranks it at number 3 on Uniswap. So that keeps it right up in the profile of people. Now, Uniswap is the biggest decentralized exchange in the world, and it is growing at a rapid rate. Last month, there were 300,000 users on it. It is staggering. So let's have a look at the price floor. The price floor is one of the first unique features of Wise. So the first one is its position is number 3, and it pretty much launched at number 6 or 7, and is now number 3, and it won't be long before it reaches number 1 spot. And the other second unique feature is the price floor. So Wise is the only one that has a proper price floor, and it is currently at 29.9 cents, so almost 30 cents. It has been over 30 cents, and it only gets impacted really by staking percentage and the ETH US dollar rate. So pretty amazing. And as you can see, the price floor percentage is 42.67. So that's actually decreasing, which shows you that more demand and higher staking percentage is occurring, lifting that floor price. So it's very exciting. So let's have a look at the net positive buys. So this is a key metric if you're going to look at investing and staking in Wise. It's currently 26.2 million US dollars negative positive buys. So that's over the original value that was put in. So the daily next positive buys is currently at 900,000. Now that has been up in the millions, and it will return to that again not too far from the current day. So total trading volume is 432 million. The average daily trading volume is 14.9 million. Total fees generated, and this is a very important part. This underpins also the price floor and the price of Wise on Uniswap. So the total fees generated almost 1.3 million US dollars, and all that because the liquidity here, and this is the third main feature, is that it's ownerless. The keys that put the liquidity there were destroyed on the first day, and so no one can take away the liquidity. It basically just builds, generally speaking, as long as demand keeps going, which it has been. And so these fees here just go back into the pool, and they slowly help to lift the price floor over time. So there's kind of an inevitability about it, and obviously the bigger the community gets, the faster the price will rise as well. So let's have a quick look at the price data. So 1 hour change is almost 2%. Price change 24 hours, almost 5%. Price change the last 7 days, 18% versus the US dollar, and a price change over 14 days down 25%. But that's following a big rise where the price went from 16 cents up to 97 cents It's currently just sitting around that 52-cent mark. We're going to have a look at that shortly on the price chart after we do this wrap up around about the special features of WISE. So if there's anything that you remember is that WISE has the liquidity. It's in third spot on Uniswap, the biggest decentralized exchange in the world. The second thing is it has a price floor, meaning that if all the liquid WISE was sold, the price would still be 29.6 cents at the moment based on the Ethereum price. And also that the price rises and that the liquidity is actually ownerless. No one owns it, so it can't be taken away, or what they call rug pulled in crypto land. So pretty outstanding. And how the price rises is basically this net positive buy is the real key figure. As long as that keeps going up over time, that puts buy pressure, and the price will go up and your return will go up. So pretty cool. Let's also have a look briefly at the stake stats. We're going to look at that in more detail later in the video. So the stakes started at 18,926. So far, 1,794 stakes have ended. Obviously, WISE is a token is a certificate of deposit, meaning that it's ideally that people should stake. And if they stake, that those WISE tokens get taken off the market, and there's less liquid or less available WISE tokens to be sold. And so that helps to support buy pressure over time. So this is what these stakes are all about. And when people stake, they get a interest rate back in terms of inflation. So and that's currently 3% and plus 1% if you also get referral bonuses. So pretty exciting. Obviously, the return on investment also includes the price rises as well. So let's have a look here. So active stakes currently is 17,132. Open stakes is 16,980. Matured stakes are 147 and pending stakes are 5. So that's pretty neat. That's people put stakes in and those are pending at the moment, so that'll take effect tomorrow when the new day starts. So the average stake size is 15,645 WISE. Obviously, the more people that you have, the more the average should lower over time as distribution of WISE gets distributed amongst more people, and the price should start to rise. Average stake length is 791 days, so it's well in excess of 1 day. Shows that there are probably a lot of large accounts. There's really no whales in WISE, but there are some large accounts, and they are probably staked for at least that period of time, if not longer. The weighted average stake length is 746 days, so that's very good. Total penalty paid, so when people do break their stake, their penalty is applied and that goes back to the stakers. So in terms of on top of that 3% inflation and price rises, they also get the benefit of penalties for people that break their commitments in staking, and they get heavily penalized, particularly in the first half of their stake. But basically it's quite a linear penalty so as you go, so that's pretty neat. So 320,000 WISE so far has been distributed back to stakers, so that's another reward that you get, so it's pretty good to stake. Alright, so we're on WISE Day 80 at the moment. That includes what they call the liquidity fund phase, or epoch, and that had to go over 50 days, and so that's where we're up 80 days. And we've got the WISE price obviously at 51.7 US dollars, and the share price at 11. So this share price is very important. Obviously it goes up every day slowly. That means that if you stake today, you'll get more shares than if you stake tomorrow. So it's very important to know that too. So that's pretty important. And let me just look at the other metrics here. So holders, there's now 12,161 holders. Obviously, if that goes up, we will have more holders and the more demand on WISE. Average WISE per holder here in total is 27,238. Total minted WISE is 528. So these are the overall measures. So 528 million. Total WISE on Uniswap is 197, so that can be traded. But that's essentially fixed until someone buys it. Total liquidity, so this is the amount that's sitting in wallets, so it's very important. That's what's the liquidity, and we want that to go down, obviously, and we want this number here, the stakes, to go up. So we've got total stake 268 million, total regular stakes. So there's two different types of stakes. The regular stakes, which you get heavy penalties on if you break that commitment. So there's 260, almost 264 million in those. The total insured stake. So this is a special stake where you give up 10% of your WISE tokens at the beginning, but it allows you to basically end the stake at any time after that. So you get a 10% penalty plus the interest that you may have accrued. So a lot of people opted for this. We've got over 4 million Ys in those, so it's quite interesting. The current ETH price obviously is 1382, so it looks like it's just bumped up there, was sitting around 1300, so it's had a bit of a jump in the last hour, so we'll see that on the chart. And obviously the price of ETH and Ys are quite related. Once Ys gets big enough, of course, in terms of the price, it will probably start to decouple from Ethereum. So that's pretty neat. Let's have a quick look down here. So we've got the active stakes ending on this chart. We've got the daily penalties on this chart. So you can see we've had a few little big penalties here, 115,000 from this daily penalty. So we do get a bit of those so often. So you benefit from penalties. The Ys supplied, now this is very key. If we look at take off the Uniswap, then we have 81% now staked of the liquid. So there's only 19% of liquid is actually in people's wallets. So 81% is really good. Obviously, we want to get up closer to 85, 90% over time, or even higher. So that's pretty neat. So we also, I don't know whether they have the staking ladders on here, but we'll jump around to that. So hopefully you enjoyed that. So we're going to finish that one, and we're going to move on to the price now. That we've had a good overview of where Wise is from a market perspective. So so we've had obviously the price of Ethereum is bolted. Let's have a quick look on that. At the moment it's 1370, so we're just going to go there. Bitcoin has jumped as well, about $3,000, so that's very bullish. We'll have a little look at the day chart here. We'll see what's happened there. So we've just had a bit of a jump in the Ethereum price. So that's pretty neat. So that's caused a jump in the Wise price. So they are linked quite closely at the moment. We'll just have a look on the hourly chart. You can see that nice green candle. So the price has now just jumped to 53 cents. Very cool. Let's have a look at the daily candle. And since it launched, you can see we had this great giant rally up to here to 97, 98 cents, and it's just pulled back there. So let's have a look at see where it pulled back from. At the moment, it's pulled back 58%, but now it's consolidated and started to move up. So now it's only down 45% from its high, but it's also up. It's also up 230% from its opening price of 16 cents. So that's a pretty exciting place to be in. And you can see it's formed a higher low. So the price prediction is pretty good at the moment. Let's have a look. So in the video we talked about having a price prediction. We've got a higher low there. And so we're looking good, probably for heading back in the short term, ending back as long as Ethereum holds up as it is, heading back into that 60 and 70 range. So we've just got to first of all breach the about the 57 to 60 mark. Once we do that, next resistance will be at 70 cents. So with 60 to 70 is probably the next logical area that we'll probably be heading for. So let's have a quick look. Let's say that if we went up to the 70 mark, then a price prediction would be that it would get to, that'd be up about 31%, so about 70 cents. That's our near-term price prediction. And then if it broke that 70 cents, then it could quite easily go up to try and attack that $1 mark again. If it does get up there, it's either get rejected or it will break through that $1. And I feel that given the higher staking, that it's more likely to 2/3 probability that it's more likely to go over the dollar and break up out there. So that could happen certainly in the next month from the looks of it. But then of course if Ethereum makes another breakout towards the $1,800 mark, it's 1450 was its best price, then you're talking about definitely moving past that $1 and Wise getting snapped up, because Wise is kind of, you're earning interest. For anybody can earn interest on it. And Ethereum, you need to have 32 Ethereum staked to get a modest return, whereas in Wise you can definitely get higher returns to maybe 10 to 30% depending on a number of variables of staking and also the price rise. So there we are, folks. That's pretty good. You can see the total liquidity here, 207 million. Daily volume, 727,000. Pooled ETH, 75,000 Ether is in the pool, folks. That's why it's ranked number 3 on the Uniswap. And the pooled Wise is 197 million here, and we've had 51,500 transactions, which is a lot. And all the fees from transactions go back into the liquidity pool. So pretty exciting. Let's have a quick look. So there we are on the Ethereum. So that's really nice improvement there. So looking good. So finally, let's have a quick look at staking. We're going to do that now. We're going to have a look at the staking amounts. So let's have a look. So here's a stake here. Now you can do this. You can either stake with Wise. So if you've already bought Wise on Uniswap, so if you go to this is on Dex Tools, and you click Trade, you can actually jump to buy Wise on the Uniswap exchange. You need Ethereum to do it, and you need to hook up your MetaMask wallet, and then you can flip around this thing and put in ETH if you had ETH. And at the moment, 1 ETH will get you 2,618 Wise tokens. And if you had enough balance, you could then buy those. They would go into your wallet. And then you'd be able to come to here and you could either do a regular stake or an insurance stake. All right, collateral stakes are not available yet. So a regular stake means that you'd get heavy penalties if you ended it early. So it's good to know that you are going to have a period. Obviously, if you use the link below, you get a 10% bonus on the amount of shares, which is a big deal. And if you do that, you need to stake for 365 days. So you get 10% bonus if you stake for 365 days or longer. As I said earlier, the average stake length is about 740 days or something. So 365 isn't that long, it's 1 year in those terms, but you do get 10% bonus in shares. So you can either buy on the market, or if you have ETH in your MetaMask wallet, you just need to hit the link below, connect up your MetaMask wallet, and then you can click regular stake. So let's assume that you have ETH in your wallet and you want to get some Wise. So when you use ETH to get it, it automatically does the purchase on your Uniswap for you, and at no margin, there's no margin on that, and it automatically buys it on Uniswap and then stakes it for you. So it's very easy to do. Under regular stakes, this is the way you do it. So you just click on that. After you've linked your MetaMask, you put in the stake amount that you want. Let's say you did 10,000. You'd put in the duration. Let's say you did 365 days, so you get that 10% bonus. There's your duration bonus is 5%. So every year you get a 5% duration bonus up to 5 years. You get a little bit extra after 5 years, but that's pretty much it. If you referral bonus, obviously if you use the wallet link below, it's got OX4B, that would entitle you to 10% referral bonus. So on 10,000, let's have a look here. If you had 1 ETH, so you can use ETH here, you can use max balance 75, 50% or 25%. So if you put 1 ETH, you'd get 23,255 shares plus 5% duration bonus and a 10% referral bonus. That would give you 27,318 shares. That's very important. So those shares are divided over these total global shares at the top, which is just under 3.2 billion total shares, and that will then gives you a share of the reward pool every single day. And so every single day at the end of the day, you will then get your interest paid out to you, or what they call a reward. So as long as you've got the setup like this, if you put 1 ETH, obviously if you did 10 ETH, then it would be even bigger. So you would get 237,000 shares, plus with all the bonuses, that would give you 273,000, and so forth. So if you did 100 ETH, you would get that correspondingly bigger, and so you'd get 2.4 million shares, and you'd get 2.7 million shares in total with the bonuses. And then obviously you just confirm, and then it will basically set the stake up for the period that you had, and it's got some great reporting functions on it. Now, the other option you have is that you can, if you've already bought Wise, you can just click on Wise. You'll already default as Wise, you see. You can use any part of the balance that you have in your wallet. If you put in 10,000 Wise, then you just put 365 days, 365, so that you make sure that you get 10% referral bonus. You got the referral address, which is OX4B, and then you can just confirm that, and you will get that many shares. So you get 90,708 shares, plus the 5 and 10% bonus respectively. That would give you a total amount of 104,315 shares. And those shares give you a proportional reward of the reward pool each day. As I said, it's 3% inflation plus the price rises, and also penalties that people do from breaking their own stakes. It's very good rewards, and you'll get them every single day. And so you can do that, you confirm that. Now this other thing that you can do, once you do that, it will show up below here as a row item, and it will tell you how much interest you get per day. And also you can actually what they call scrape that interest and get it paid out to your wallet if you want to. Obviously you've got to take into account the Ethereum fees for doing that. And obviously, if you do scrape the interest, it does lower your amount of shares that you have slightly as well. Obviously, there's also insurance staking. So insurance staking doesn't have the heavy penalties that this does. And obviously, if you wanted to break this regular stake early, then it would tell you how much penalties that would be incurred. So be careful about penalties. The insurance stake, however, is different. Basically, you can create an insurance stake with Wise or with Ethereum. Obviously, the Ethereum buys the Wise tokens with your Ethereum on Uniswap instantly and then stakes it for you. So you can do that. You must approve it, of course. So you need to approve it. So this is all the features that it has, and you need to approve that first before the actual stake will open up. So I won't be doing that on this video, but that's what you do. And then once you've approved it here, obviously this is a self-referral address, then you would need to then set up the stake just like these are done. But you end up paying 10% of the volume that you have. So if you had 10,000 Wise tokens, you would end up paying 1,000 of those as a fee. But what it means is that you can break the stake at any time. So if the price went up by 200% or something, that would be a good idea. That's why people might take up the insurance stake so that they can break it to capture the price rise. So there's all sorts of different things for different people. So I hope you enjoyed this one. This has been a really good video. Hopefully it's been a good update. So that's the summary that you've learned all about Wise, how much Wise is in the market, all the great features that's got liquidity, that's got a price floor, that the liquidity is not owned by anybody, can't be pulled from the market, and that the net positive buys increases the price of the token over time, and also that the fees go back into the reward pool. So all those fees, so far 1.3 million, go in there, and that there's 81% of all the liquidity staked, which is brilliant. So it's really about just building the number of people in the community. As the community grows, there'll be less Wise in people's hands and more of it staked, and the price will most likely rise and rise. So pretty neat. And also we looked at the price prediction. I said we're looking probably in the near term 60-70 cents, in the medium term probably break that $1 mark and onwards and upwards from there. It does have a potential for 100x, where it could go to $20 in time, so that could be a couple of months away, could be by the end of the year. It just depends on a number of factors in the marketplace. Obviously you can buy it on Uniswap, or you can just buy it on here as create a regular stake with Ethereum. If you didn't buy it on Uniswap, you could just stake it straight away. Otherwise, you can just use the Ethereum and it will buy the Wise tokens for you in auto stake. And now to get the benefits of the 10% referral bonus and shares, you need to use the link below this video to make that all happen. It's pretty easy. Just hit the link below, hook up your MetaMask wallet. If you've got Ethereum, just buy it. You can stake straight away. If you've got Wise tokens, you can also stake straight away. It's 3 simple steps. Hit the link below, 10% referral bonus, hook up your MetaMask wallet, and you can stake instantly. Regular stakes obviously have penalties if you break them. Insurance stakes take 10% of your volume up that you're staking as a fee, but you can break that any time in case you want to take advantage of strong price movements. Well, I hope you enjoyed that one. Feel free to also subscribe to this channel, hit the bell for further notifications, and throw us a like, and that'd be much appreciated. Look forward to catching you in regular videos that we'll be doing and live streams in future. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I will catch you in the next one.